Hi students, now I am going to discuss one more question from the stereochemistry. Okay, here the question is the identification of number of chiral molecules from given molecules. Okay, here in this case so many compounds are there, just to have to identify the which molecule is chiral. That means here which molecules exhibit the optical isomer. Okay, so I am doing some videos which are very useful for JEE advanced examination. Okay, this one I started with stereochemistry. So one by one I want to discuss some important problems. Okay, from every chapter. So let us go to our question today. So here in this case number of chiral molecules means, so generally some molecules without chiral carbon are also exhibit optical isomerism. That means exhibit chirality. Okay. So the prime condition to exhibit optical isomerism, to exhibit chirality, that molecule must not possess plane of symmetry and center of symmetry. Okay. Even though chiral carbon is present, some molecules are optically inactive. You know very well about the meso tartaric acid. Even though it has a two chiral carbons, it is optically inactive compound because of the center of symmetry or plane of symmetry. Okay. So here symmetry plays a major role in optical isomerism or in chirality. Okay. So now here in this case, first molecule has no chiral carbon actually. Okay, the first molecule has no chiral carbon, but this molecule is optically active molecule. Why this molecule is optically active? Here mirror images are not superimposable. Okay, here in for first molecule mirror images are not superimposable. For suppose here in this case its mirror image is this one. Okay, so here in this one double bond, here hydrogen, here COOH, here this methyl and hydrogen. These two are not superimposable. These are the mirror images. So here this compound exhibit the optical isomerism, and we can say here in this case here in this one all atoms are in the same plane actually. Okay, here in this case all these atoms are present in the same plane. Okay, now here in this case methyl below the plane, hydrogen above the plane. It's like uh, tetrahedron. That means two bonds on the plane, here one bond below the plane, one bond above the plane. So here in this case this one exhibit the enantiomerism. That means here this one exists in a two forms. So here in this case there is no plane of symmetry actually, because here in this case all these atoms are present in the same plane, one below the plane, one above the plane. Okay, this molecule cannot be cut into two equal halves. Okay, that's it. So this molecule is a chiral molecule. Now here coming to this one, here is a chiral carbon, it is a chiral carbon. So no symmetry possible actually. Here in this case below the plane, here above the plane. So this molecule is also chiral, this molecule chiral. Now here coming to this one. Okay, this molecule is a achiral molecule. Okay, this molecule is a achiral molecule. How this is the achiral molecule? Here in this case there is a methyl, here ethyl actually. Okay, so now here in this case it is actually spiro type of compound. A spiro type of compounds, this carbon, the spiro carbon is a sp3 carbon. Okay, sp3 carbon. Here in this case these two rings are perpendicular actually, like this here these two rings are perpendicular. Okay, now here this is the sulfur, of course this is CH2, that means this is the sulfur and this is the CH2. Okay, these two rings are perpendicular. Now next here this is the methyl and ethyl, this is the methyl and this is the ethyl. Here in this case when these two rings are perpendicular, here if the cyclic ring is present on the plane, one is above the plane, one is below the plane. Okay, now in this case this ring and this methyl ethyl are present in the same plane. Okay, because these two rings are the perpendicular and this carbon is the sp3. If these two bonds on the plane, okay, if these two bonds on the plane, one below the plane, one above the plane. Now here, if these two bonds on the plane, one above the plane, one below the plane, okay, because sp3 carbon, here sp3 carbon, that means these two rings are the perpendicular. And in this case, methyl, ethyl are the actually one above the plane, one below the plane. Okay, so here we can cut this molecule, okay, into two equal halves. That means this molecule has a plane of symmetry. Okay, if this ring is totally present in the same plane, okay, that means on the plane, one above the plane, below the plane, above the plane, below the plane, that means here our imaginary plane is passing through the methyl, ethyl, the sulfur, CH2, this 5-membered ring. That means it is cut into two equal halves. So it is optically inactive molecule. Okay, our imaginary plane passing through the methyl, ethyl, this carbon and this carbon, this ring totally. Okay, so this one has a plane of symmetry. This molecule is a achiral molecule. Very interesting molecule. Okay, now here coming to this one. Here in this case, this molecule is also optically inactive molecule. Write the 2D structure of this one. That means like we can write the Sawhorse projection. Okay. So here in this case, it is a front carbon. It is a bottom carbon. Okay. Here see here, it is a front carbon, nothing but this carbon. So methyl. Here it is a phenyl. Next here in this case, phenyl. This one methyl. This is a chlorine. Okay, the rare carbon, methyl on the right side, chlorine on the chlorine direct downward, here phenyl on the left side. So here there is a center of symmetry actually. Okay, there is a center of symmetry. This molecule is also optically inactive molecule. Okay, next here coming to this one. Actually here this one has no chiral carbon actually. This carbon has the same groups here, CH2, 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 same groups. Okay, this carbon also has a CH2, 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 CH2. No chiral carbon, this is also a chiral molecule. Okay, that's it. Of course, this molecule can be cut into two equal halves. Okay, through the oxygen, this carbon, this carbon, this carbon. Now here this is the chiral carbon, so this one exhibits the optical isomerism. We can say easily. Okay, next here see this one. This molecule is a cis isomer actually. Here this methyl upward direction, this methyl upward direction. Okay, so that means here in this case methyl above the plane, here methyl above the plane. 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. There is a plane of symmetry. Of course, no chiral carbon. It is also a chiral molecule. Now coming to this one, allenes are also exhibit the optical isomerism. Okay, so in this case, these are also non-planar actually. C double bond, C double bond. Here two bonds on the plane here remaining. In this case, one bond above the plane, one bond below the plane. Okay, this one exhibit the optical isomerism because here mirror images are the non-superimposable. Okay, mirror images are the non-superimposable. So about this center, this one exhibit the optical isomerism. That means this molecule is a chiral molecule. Okay, next. Of course, I think you are very familiar with this one. This allene system is a non-planar molecule. Okay, why? Because non-planar. Here sp2, here sp2 remaining p orbital form a pi bond. Here sp remaining 2 p orbital form a pi bond. Now these two are the parallel. These two are parallel, so pi bond is formed. Now here these two are not parallel, so here it needs a bond rotation. In the bond rotation it becomes a non-planar. Okay, these two are the perpendicular. That's why it needs a bond rotation. Okay, that's it. Next here coming to this one, it is a polycyclic compound, but it is optically inactive molecule. Okay, why? Because here this molecule can be cut into equal halves. That means here the plane is passing through this one, methyl phenyl this carbon, and here this hydrogen carbon and OH. That means here methyl phenyl, here hydrogen, OH, all these groups coming into the our imaginary plane. That means here this molecule can be cut into equal halves. So again it is also a chiral molecule. Okay, and of course here adamantane also a symmetric molecule can be cut into two equal halves. So it is also a chiral molecule. Okay, of course here no chiral carbon also. Next here we are coming to this one. It is also some polycyclic compound, but here in this case this molecule can be cut into like this. Here in this case here our imaginary plane again is passing through the hydrogen, methyl, this carbon, and here this total ring here cut into like this. This molecule cut into two equal halves. Okay, our imaginary plane here passing through the hydrogen, methyl, this carbon, and here towards the middle of the ring actually. Okay, so just here it is converted into two equal halves. Okay, it is also a chiral molecule. Okay, so actually here in this case these two bonds are present like this here. These two bridge bonds here, this is bridge carbon, here bridge carbon, here one carbon bridge actually. Okay, towards one carbon bridge here or plane is passing. Okay, in the plane hydrogen, yeah. And next finally this molecule is a chiral molecule. Okay, how it is a chiral molecule? So actually in this case on this carbon one hydrogen above the plane. Okay, here on this carbon one hydrogen below the plane. Okay, here in this case on this carbon below the plane, here above the plane. Okay, so due to these carbons actually this is cannot be cut into two equal halves actually. Okay, so this molecule is a chiral molecule. This molecule is known as a twistane actually. Okay, this molecule is known as a twistane actually. Of course it has some uh, bridged carbons actually. Okay, because the bridged carbons here, this compound has no chiral, that means it has no plane of symmetry. Okay, cannot be cut into two equal halves because of the sp3 nature of the carbons. Okay, this molecule is a chiral molecule. Next here C2 epmer of this one. A C2 epmer of this molecule is, for suppose this is the bromine, the first molecule here, of course, first molecule, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, and this is the fifth carbon. Here in this case, bromine below the plane, here hydrogen above the plane. The C2 epmer means here this bromine, I am writing here below the plane, so here hydrogen above the plane. Okay, now here in this case this one has a plane of symmetry because here below the plane, here below the plane, a hydrogen above the plane, hydrogen above the plane, so this molecule is a chiral molecule. Okay, the C2 epmer, that means here you have to change the configuration at the second carbon. That's it. Next here coming to this one, uh, there's a different molecule here. In this case this is not a chiral carbon, it's not a chiral carbon, it's not a chiral carbon. Here also it is not chiral carbon actually, because CH2 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 same groups, so finally this molecule is a chiral molecule. So finally here this is a chiral molecule, and here F is a chiral molecule, H is a chiral molecule, A is a chiral molecule, here B is also chiral molecule. Okay, totally 5 molecules among the given molecules are the chiral molecules. Okay, so here finally to exhibit the chirality, the main condition is that should not possess a plane of symmetry or center of symmetry. Okay, thank you for watching. For more videos which are useful for JEE advanced exam and some other exams like IIT JEE, IIT JAM, GATE, CSR, so please subscribe my channel.